Gentle Flow, the last evening of the block. And we're just continuing on with that theme of self-love, being kind to ourselves, being kind to our body. And that is especially true of tonight when we are treating ourselves to a full 25 minutes of Shavasana, complete relaxation, yogic sleep. So whilst we're sitting here in easy seated pose, think about making your spine long and straight all the way up to the crown of your head. Roll the shoulders back and down, just making space between your shoulders and your ears. Let's do 3 more circles. Inhale to bring them up. Exhale to drop them back and down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And last one, inhale and exhale. Bringing your hands, right hand onto heart, left hand onto tummy. And we're just going to use our inhale to fill our chest, fill our tummy, and then the exhale down, we feel our tummy lower first, and then the air leaves from our chest. So inhale, fill the diaphragm, and exhale, release. Let's lengthen our breath. So we'll do a 4 count square breath in for 4, 3, 2, 1, hold, 2, 3, 4, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, and hold nothing, 2, 3, 4, deep breath in, 2, 3, 4, and hold. You can gently let your eyes close if you feel comfortable. Breathe it out, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, and again, deep breath in, and hold. Breathe it out, and hold. Breathing in, and hold. Breathing out, and hold. Let your hands come down, palms facing up to the ceiling. Just let them rest on your knees. Keep going with your 4 count breath. Don't worry if your 4 counts are a little bit longer or a little bit shorter than mine. Just keep that equal. Deep breath in, hold, letting everything out, let go of any worries, any tension, and then hold out at the end, gaining control of your breath. One last time, finish this breath in, hold, and exhale. Let go of anything from today or from this week that you no longer hold on to, bringing yourself into the present moment, free of worries. You have nowhere else to be right now, nothing else to do, only focusing on your body and your breath. From here, bring the hands high above the head into prayer. Exhale, twist round to one side. You might even want to go onto your knee if you can go a little bit further. Inhale up into prayer, and exhale, twist opposite side. Again, you might want to bring your hand onto your knee for an extra twist. Looking over your shoulder, and again keeping that nice straight spine all the way up to the crown of your head. Bringing your body back to centre, inhale up. This time as you exhale, fold forwards. Now bring your fingertips to the floor. You might be able to walk them a little bit further. And just let your head bow, holding that stretch. Feel it in your shoulders, your lower back, and your hips. And whilst we stretch here, I'm just going to read a little poem. This tonight's poem is from Charlie Chaplin. Release the harsh inner voice. It's just a throwback to the past and holds no truth about this moment. Let go of self-judgment, the old learned ways of beating yourself up for each imagined inadequacy. My goodness. Allow the dialogue within the mind to grow friendlier and quiet. Shift out of inner criticism and life suddenly looks very different. I can say this only because I make the choice daily to release the voice that refuses to acknowledge the real me. What's needed here isn't more prodding towards perfection, but intimacy, seeing clearly, and embracing what I see. Love, not judgment, sows the seeds of tranquility and change. From here, walking the hands all the way over to one side. That might be enough for you, or you might want to lift that top hand and look to the ceiling. Just for one deep breath here. Exhale, fold down to the floor and just start to walk your hands round all the way to the opposite side as far as you can. Again, staying here might be enough, or you might want to inhale and look to the ceiling. Holding here for a big deep breath in and exhale, relaxing down just to bring yourself back to centre, and then walking the hands in to sit nice and tall again. Roll the shoulders back and down, and then when you're ready, rock onto your knees and come into our tabletop position. Checking that shoulders are above wrists, hips are above knees. Inhale to look forwards, open the chest, lift the tailbone, lowering your belly button down to the floor. Exhale, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, lift your belly button up towards the sky. Inhale, change. Exhale, change. Inhale and exhale. Keep it going. Inhale and exhale. Do 4 more up and down in your own time, syncing with your breath, whether it's a little bit faster or slower than mine. When you finish your 4, sitting back onto your heels, stretch the hands forward, come into a child's pose, nice easy pose here. Prop your head up on cushions if that's comfier, or even put your cushions between your bottom and your heels if that is nicer in your hips. Push hard into the ground for the next 5 breaths and feel that stretch in your shoulders. We're trying to breathe in through our nose and out and down through our nose. After that 5th breath, look forwards to the top of your mat, start to slide your chin and chest through along the ground and come into Sphinx pose. So elbows down, spread your hands wide, looking just past your fingertips. Feel that stretch in your lower back. If you need to go a little bit higher to feel this, press into your fingers that are spread wide, lift the elbows, start to feel a little bit more in your tummy muscles and lower back. Legs are long, toes are still on the floor. Take another big deep breath in and exhale. Elbows come to the floor, and then you can lift hips, walking the hands in to tabletop. Curl the toes under, lift the hips high, come into our downward facing dog, and you can wiggle it out here. Get those hamstrings a little looser. Start to build a little bit of heat in your calves. Don't worry if your heels aren't touching down tonight, just take them as far as you can go. It's more important that our chest and our upper body's feeling that stretch. So your chest is coming through between your arms towards your knees. Keep holding here for another 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Resting the knees down, come to the floor. Taking your right hand into thread the needle pose, which we've practiced before, so you might want to prop cushions underneath to catch your shoulder, or bring your ear all the way down and you can try and lift your free hand. Now we're doing all these poses as preparation for our Yoga Nidra, preparing our body for complete relaxation. So we're trying to get rid of any little tingles or any tension. Give your wrist that's up in the sky a little circle here. Try and get rid of any little cracks or crunchies. Then when you're ready, placing that hand back down to push yourself back up into the middle. Keeping your knees and hips as they are, but walk your hands forwards, 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 and then a little bit wider than your mat, and try and bring your chest down into puppy pose. So it's very similar to child pose, but this time our bottom is stacked above our knees as opposed to sitting down. Puppy pose. Look forwards to the top of your mat if you can. If not, just pop your forehead down. And for those who are liking this stretch and can make it a little bit harder, rather as flat hands, lift the palms off the floor and press hard with your fingertips. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Resting there, come back into tabletop position. Turn the toes under, lift the hips high, downward facing dog. Bend in the knees. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the knees come slowly to the floor. Walking the hands forwards. Keeping the hips stacked again. Press down into puppy pose. You can try that with your fingertip grip instead if that's comfier for you. And then from there, lift and walk yourself back into tabletop position. Ready for thread the needle on the other side. So taking our left hand this time, reach through and under. You might want to pop cushions there again or come all the way down. Reaching your right hand up to the ceiling, ready for some wrist circles. Try and get rid of any crunchies, any tension in that wrist or arm. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Placing that hand back on the floor, ready to push back up into tabletop position. Inhale to look forwards, lift the tailbone. Exhale, tuck back to our cat-cows. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. From here, curl the toes under, lift the hips high, downward facing dog just for a moment this time. Then you can take your right leg, bending the knee, bring the flat foot under your chest, knee above ankle. Come into lizard lunge. Now you can do that harder option with your legs straight, or you can bend it tonight and place it down to help with balance. Then my right leg is forward, so I'm going to take my right hand onto the knee and gently press into that twist. Look up towards the ceiling. For those who want a harder option, take that right hand up to the sky or straighten that back leg for another option, depending on how flexible or how strong you're feeling tonight. Circle that arm round and down for 1. Reach. 2. And 3. Last one. All the way up. Gently placing that back knee down to the floor. Stretching your front leg, so try and get it as straight as possible. Using your fingertips on the floor. Lift your toes up towards the head. Gently folding down, feel that stretch in your hamstring. This back knee is still below the hips. Holding for 5, 4, using your fingertips, 3, 2, 1. Flat foot comes to the floor. Gently placing the hands back down, curl your back foot to lift you up into tabletop position. Ready for that one, the opposite side. Left leg comes through, flat foot to the floor. Knee can come down and straight into your twist. Inhale, look to the ceiling. Push round. If you want harder option, you can lift one hand or maybe straighten the back leg as well. And then we're going to add in, whichever level you're on, add in that reach round and down. 1 and 2, try and follow your hands, we're watching with our eyes. And 3. Back to centre. Straighten in the front leg. Lift the toes. Feel the hamstring stretch. Double check that your back knee is still underneath your hip. Holding here again, fingertips or flat hands, or if you're really flexible, you might want to try coming down towards elbows. That's not happening for me tonight. Every inhale is a chance to get your back a little bit longer. Every exhale is a chance to let go and come a little bit deeper into the stretch. For 3, 2, 1. Flat foot comes to the floor. Plant your toes under at the back, lift up high. Downward facing dog, last downward facing dog. Give your knees a wiggle. Then sliding your right knee through, come into pigeon pose. Feel the stretch in your hip and lower back. If this is comfortable for you and you can go a little bit further, dropping the elbows down, maybe even the head. And just hang here, heavy and relaxed. Try and keep your hips, your belly button square in the middle. We are not rocking over onto one side. Holding here for 3, 2, 1. Gently press up from the floor, and we're just going to do a little change with our knees, so you can slide one back and the new leg forwards, just to get comfortable. And then you can rock elbows down or maybe head down in your pigeon pose on the opposite side. Again, check that we're not rocking onto the side of our hip or our bum cheek. Stay square in the middle. Every inhale, make your back nice and long. Every exhale, try and sink a little bit deeper. Hold in here for 3, 2, 1. Just let yourself rock over and come all the way round to lying on your back. Bring your heels as close into your bottom as you can. Hands by your side, palms down, and then lift into one bridge pose to lift the tailbone, lower back, middle back, upper back, and squeeze and hold. Make sure you're really squeezing your bottom here. Don't let your knees wander open. We want to keep them strong in line with the hips. If you can link the fingers below your bottom. Have a little shoulder stretch at the same time. Check that your full feet are on the floor. Spread the weight evenly. 3 long deep breaths in through the nose and out and down. Inhale and release. One more breath, inhale and relax. Let the hands open, slowly melt back down towards the floor. And then you can let your legs go long, palms face up to the ceiling. You might want to take some cushions or some mats just now, or dim the lights. I'll just give you 2 minutes to get comfortable, trying to make yourself as relaxed as possible. And again, you might want to turn your camera off. And I'll just say now, before we finish, I'm not going to speak at the end of tonight's class because you should just be in the mood to chill out, head to bed, and not have me rambling on. So I will close the meeting for everyone when we've finished. Please feel free to drop me a little email, tell me how you found it. Any questions you can email me, but I'm just going to finish nice and quietly and let everyone drift on with the rest of their evening. So as we are lying in Shavasana, make yourself as comfortable as possible, keep your feet apart and let them flop open to the corners. Arms are slightly away from the body and you can turn your palms up to face the ceiling. And even though you're going to lie still throughout this practice, if anything starts to feel uncomfortable or cold, or you maybe feel dizzy, you can stop, adjust yourself, lie in a different position, or even recline on the couch if that is nicer than the floor. So the practice of Yoga Nidra is the act of hearing and the act of feeling. These are the only important factors. In Yoga Nidra, you function on the level of awareness plus the level of listening. In dreams, you have no control. In Yoga Nidra, you are the creator of dreams. Say to yourself mentally, I will not sleep, I shall only listen to the voice. Give yourself some time to become calm and steady. Take a deep breath, and as you breathe in, feel calmness spreading throughout the body. As you are breathing out, say to yourself mentally, relax. And again, trying to maintain awareness throughout this session, but if you do drift off, no judgments. Don't be annoyed at yourself, just allow your body to do what feels good for it tonight. Become aware of sounds in the distance. Let your sense of hearing operate like a radar beam, searching out distant sounds and following them for a few seconds. Move your attention from sound to sound. Now develop your awareness of your room. Without opening your eyes, visualise the four walls, the ceiling, the floor, your body lying on the floor. Even see your body lying on the floor, imagining that you are up on the ceiling looking down at your own body. Noticing your body lying in perfect stillness. Your body is lying on the floor, and develop your awareness of all of the physical meeting points between your body and the floor. The back of your head, down your spine, your hips, down your arms to the back of your hands, down your legs to your heels. Become aware of the natural breath. Become aware of the deep, natural, spontaneous breath. Do not concentrate, for this will interfere with your natural process. Instead, just let it happen. Keep on listening to me and know that you are breathing deeply. The practice of Yoga Nidra begins now. Trying to maintain awareness and just enjoy this feeling of relaxation. And this is a time to make your intention for your practice. So something simple, something easy to say, something that means something to you. an affirmation that can be said internally in the present tense, planting it like a seed in your brain in the hopes that that will come true. You can either make your own depending on what you want to achieve in your life, and you can state this with positive intentions, or you can use this one tonight if that's easier. I love myself and make time for self-care. I love myself and make time for self-care. And now we're going to move on to rotating our consciousness through the different centres of the body, and do this as quickly as possible. The awareness has to jump from point to point. Repeat the name of each part after me and simultaneously become aware of that part. So I'm going to read through these quickly. Don't focus on anything for too long, just let your mind jump as you move along your body. Starting with your right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, right thigh, knee, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole, top of the foot, the right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Again, just letting your mind jump from place to place, and every time allowing your body to relax that part a little bit deeper. Left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, left thigh, knee, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole, top of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Moving on to our back, thinking about our right shoulder, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, right buttock, left buttock, the spine, the whole of the back together. Then coming to the front of the body, top of the head, forehead, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the eyebrow centre, right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, nose, tip of the nose, right nostril, left nostril, upper lip, lower lip, chin, jaw, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right chest, left chest, middle of the chest, navel, abdomen, lower abdomen. And thinking of the body as a whole. The whole of your right leg relaxes, whole of the left leg relaxes, both legs together. The whole of the right arm relaxes, whole of the left arm relaxes, both arms together. The whole of the back, the whole of the front, whole of the head together. Legs, arms, back, front, head together. The whole of the body together. As we are developing awareness of the whole body and become aware of the space our body is in. Become aware of the body and the space your body is in. Becoming aware of the body and the space that your body is in. The whole body in relation to the floor. And at the same time becoming aware of the meeting points of the body and the floor. Feel the meeting points behind the back of your head, the shoulder blades, the elbows, the back of the hands and the floor. The calves on the floor, the heels on the floor. Enjoy the sensation of all the points simultaneously, evenly, gently pressing into the floor. From the lips, we go to the breath. Draw your attention to the natural ingoing and outgoing breath. Feel the breath moving along the passage between the navel and the throat. On inhalation, it rises from the navel to the throat. On exhalation, it descends from the throat to the navel. Do not try and force your breath, just be aware. Maintain your awareness. At the same time, start counting your breath backwards as follows. Breathing in 27, breathing out 27, breathing in 26, breathing out 26. Breathing in 25, breathing out 25. Continue to count yourself mentally as you follow the rise and fall of your breath from navel to throat and back again. Don't worry if you jumble numbers, you can always start again, counting all the way down to 1 inhale and 1 exhale. Now thinking about awakening a sense of heaviness in the body. Become aware of heaviness in every single part of the body. You feel so heavy that you are sinking into the floor. Be aware of the heaviness. Enjoy that feeling of heaviness. Now awaken the feeling of lightness. A sensation of lightness and weightlessness in all parts of the body. Your body feels so light that it seems to be floating away from the floor. Be aware of this lightness. Enjoy this feeling of lightness. Now we experience cold. Awaken the experience of bitter cold in the body. Imagine you are walking on a cold floor in winter. Your feet feel very cold. You feel cold all over. Be aware of the coldness and just enjoy this short feeling of coldness. before we awaken the sensation of heat. The whole body is hot. You feel hot all over, head to toe. Recollect the feeling of heat in summer when you are out in the sun with no shade. Heat all over the body, heat all around the body. Be aware of this heat and enjoy this feeling of heat. Now imagine that it is a very early morning, still dark, and you are walking through hills, climbing up towards the mountains. You are alone. You are walking east, and if you look back, you can see a crescent-shaped moon low in the sky. Soon the sun will rise over the mountains ahead of you. Far below in a valley, the lights of a small town twinkle through an early morning mist. The tracks twist back and forth on the side of a steep slope. It winds between huge boulders and over bridges suspended across deep rivers. A gap between two hills gives a glimpse of a huge snow-covered mountain ahead. You climb up through the snow. It makes a crunching sound as you break the surface and sink in deeper. Near the top of the mountain, it becomes very cold. Winds howl around your body. Snow and ice cling to your shoes. You reach the top and see lovely views. To the east, a vast range of snow-covered peaks and dark valleys. To the west, hills leading to rolling plains and the sea. Really try to use your imagination and visualise this scene. Now see the sun rise like a golden ball in the east, scattering rays of golden light off the snow that dazzles in your eyes. Look all around. To the west it's still grey, above you blue. In the east a delicate pink as it nears the sun. Watch the sunlight strike the tops of mountains and move down their sides. Deep valleys emerge as the shadows retreat. Allow yourself to be in this scene, completely relaxed, taking in the new day, taking in the colours, and knowing that you are safe and comfortable, allowing yourself to experience this. For a few deep breaths, let your mind flow freely with this experience. Bring your awareness back to the dark space you see in front of your closed eyes. Watch the darkness that you see before you very carefully. Then rest your mind in this warm and friendly darkness. Notice any colours or patterns, and just let these be, but don't focus too intently. If thoughts occur, let them come and go, but continue watching the dark space and just become detached, but still aware of your breath and your body. And whilst we lie here relaxed, take yourself back to the intention that you set at the start of practice. I love myself and make time for self-care. Or one that you prefer, one that sings true to you. And just repeat your intention 3 times clearly in your mind. And after that 3rd time repeating, you can take a big deep breath in and then release. Again, melting back down to the floor, allowing your body to be relaxed and comfortable. Becoming aware of your breathing, your natural breath, and aware of how relaxed you feel. Become aware of your arms and legs and your body lying stretched out on the floor. Become aware of the meeting points between your body and the floor. Develop awareness of the room, the walls, the ceiling, any noises that might be here or there. Lie quietly for a few moments and keep your eyes closed. Now you are more than welcome to lie here for a little bit longer, chill for the rest of your evening, or you can bring little wiggles back to your fingertips and to your toes. And when you're ready, gently rocking onto your side, taking your time, don't rush, and you can be comfortable, relaxed for the rest of your evening,